Hey folks, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave Wildheart and welcome to another live musical performance analysis reaction video. And this week we are checking out a band called The Band. Come on guys, were there not any more names available back in the 50s? Anyway, this is a song called The Wait and it's performed in 1969 on a Sunday evening in August at a place called Woodstock. I think you might know it well. Now, this was a Patreon request, so the Texas Bluesman has joined the Patreon, and whenever you join the Patreon, you get to go to the top of the list of requesting a video for me to check out, and thankfully, he's chosen this one. I mean, this is exactly the kind of stuff we like, right? Late 60s, kind of rocky, folky, real music. Oof, okay, let's do it. The band was a Canadian-American rock band formed in Toronto, Ontario in '57. That is a long time ago. Wow. 57 they were formed. Okay, well, this is 1969. And the song, well, you know, when I see the words, The Band, The Wait, it doesn't mean much to me. When I look down at the lyrics, which is what I tend to do before watching it, I get to the chorus and I read, take a load off Fanny. And then I go, oh yeah, of course I know this song. But I've never really, you know, listened in-depthly to it, and especially not to a live version. And does this guy have a watermelon on his head? Now, this was written in 68 by Robbie... No, who was it? This was written in 68 by Robbie Robertson. Lots of R's. And it's about a story about a traveler's visit to a small town which mixes in biblical references to create a modern parable. And I guess that's exactly what it is, right? Literally a modern parable. I mean, modern. Anyway, let's do it, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you, Texas Bluesman, for sending this one through. Let's enjoy it. Let's see what this guy is doing with a watermelon on his head. It's literally just a watermelon on his head.
I pulled into Nazareth. I was feeling about half-past dead. I just need to find some place where I can lay my head.
Drumming, singing? Right?
Yeah, mister, can you tell me where the man found the bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free.
Really? Hold up. What was that playing? Was it a flute or was it a keyboard? Man, if it's a flute, then this is destiny to have this song. This was this must have been an anthem back in the day, no? I mean, it's still fairly anthemic now, but back in the day, it must have been like, when this song came on, it was like the biggest tune of the time. Am I right? It's got to be, man. I just, you know, he's talking about going into Nazareth and blah, 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 trying to find a bed. Very similar to a particular Bible story that we all know well. He just grinned and shook his head and said, no. And then it's take a load of Fanny. It's just like, okay, take that, the weight, take the weight off. Okay, that's why it's called The Weight. And this, you know, this last line that everyone knows, this hook, this, I'm not going to do the harmonies, especially not all of them myself. Yeah, genius. This is proper, like, hippie, 60s, anthem, happy, feel-good music. Love it. It was the drummer singing, right?
When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, well, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny.
one thing about drummer singers, we don't get too many of them, understandably. It's not a movement that kind of goes well with singing. And I think getting out of breath singing would affect the drumming. Well, more likely getting out of breath drumming would affect the singing. But I guess in this song, the drumming's fairly relaxed. I do know there is, you know, you got your Phil Collins with a similar kind of thing. There's also a, this is harking back to my old school black metal days. There was an insane drummer who's blast beating, doing this mad stuff, who's also screaming. It was insane, especially seeing them live. Yeah. What do they want to say? Drummers singing. Any other notable ones except for Phil Collins? I can't think of any more.
I go down this Moses, there ain't nothing that you can say. It's just old Luke and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Italy? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep me sanely company? Take a load off, Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me.
It's a keyboard player, right? Organ player.
Crazy Chester followed me.
Oh, okay.
And he caught me in the fall.
Interesting.
He said, I will fix your act if you just take that dog.
What did you say?
I said, wait a minute, Chester. You know, I'm a peaceful man.
Yeah, me too.
He said, that's okay, boy. Won't you be Chester whenever you
I
can?
want you to take a
You know, before that bassist started singing, I wanted to say, oh, actually, the bass playing is really cool, kind of funky. It's like, it's not just kind of basic kind of bass root chord playing. Yeah, he's kind of wandering around them there, which is obviously, you know, a very kind of rocky, progressive kind of thing to do. And then, bam, he comes in with the vocals. So this is like the fourth verse, and he's kind of got this back and forth with the drummer. And the drummer saying, what did you say? I only said this. I think that's so cool. You know, I mean, because of the way the song is kind of formulated and written, it's like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. There's no kind of bridge or pre-chorus or anything to really break it up. So this, you don't even need to change the kind of structure of the song. Just get one of the other guys to sing it, and it breaks it up, makes it more interesting. Really cool. I appreciate that, guys.
load off, Fanny. Take a load for free.
So who's going to sing the last verse?
Take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Catch a cannonball now,
Everyone.
take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one who sent me here with her regards for everyone. I want you to take a load.
So, two people. You know, these little things I really appreciate. And I don't know if it's the same on the record or not. I cannot say. But the fourth verse, we had just the bassist playing and kind of answering back to the drummer a little bit. And then in the last verse, we have the drummer and the bassist doing it together. And they're harmonizing as well, so it's sounding wicked. The bass player's still kind of riffing around on the bass. I love it. And also, this lyric here, catch a cannonball now to take me down the line. That's right, folks. We are back on the trains. A running theme on this channel. Almost every other week we are back on trains. And of course, a song from the 60s. We're going to be on a train at some point. We're traveling somewhere. There's a journey happening somewhere. It's good. Let's keep going.
Load off, Fanny.
Woodstock.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Was this the Woodstock in the 60s, 69? Yeah, it was, right? Woodstock 69. What? Was anyone there? Was anyone at Woodstock back in 1969? If you were, please tell me what it's like. Write me some comments. For me, it's like all this mystical thing from all these years ago that I can't even imagine, and it must have been such a ride. So many good bands, so many performances, and this is another one I didn't even know was there, and a band that was obviously massive at the time. I'm guessing this song was also pretty huge at the time. It's still pretty big now, so it must be. Loved it. Thank you very much, Texas Bluesman, for sending that through. Kind of a simple song, a simple structure, verse, chorus, broken up brilliantly by this kind of bringing the bassist in, and then in the last verse bringing them both in, and then you got the hook. Like, the hook is just, I was hearing a songwriting podcast where they said doing the unexpected but making it sound so right. And I think that kind of last line with the harmonizing on the I can't even do it. That is kind of so unexpected, but obviously it couldn't be anything else in the song, right? Yeah, that is the song. That is the lyric. That is what it does. And when songs make sense like that, that's a sign of a really greatly written song. But hey, you don't need me to tell you that this is a greatly written song. Come on, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches, likes, comments. Please join the Patreon if you want to support the channel further. If not, just watch the videos. That's all it needs. Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next one.